everyone, my name is Dr. Lynn Carey and I'm here with you to discuss today why I went from switching over from having a practice as a chiropractor to focusing solely on building my Arbonne business. I think that confuses a lot of people when they see that I am building a network marketing business, and I have 1,001 reasons why I do Arbonne and how all of them is so practical and makes so much sense, and it can solve so many areas in someone's life. When I would adjust people continually, I felt bad because they were stuck in their life. They didn't really have the lifestyle they wanted, and they were stuck in the rat race. And that rat race stress, from the mindset to the lack of time to the lack of money to the lack of purpose to the lack of living a healthy lifestyle, all resulted in one thing: subluxation in the spine, subluxation in the mind, and stress. And it eventually would lead to disease in the body. So until they had a plan to get out of that, it was hopeless. And school does not prepare you to live a great lifestyle. So it prepares you for the rat race. So when I found Arbonne, it kind of meshed all my worlds together. And I'm not going to go into the business plan of Arbonne. I really am just talking about my why, because there are so many aspects that I am in love with Arbonne about. And the number one is the products. The products are amazing. And before I used Arbonne, I would never go somewhere to buy, only a specific product. I was looking for cheap. Whatever was on the shelf, I would use it because I really didn't care about products. I was very practical. So I wouldn't spend money on, a so-called good product. But what happened was I started getting sensitive to the smells. I didn't like the smells of certain shampoo. I could smell they were chemicals, like the lotions or soap. Lipsticks and lip balm, I could feel that I was very sensitive to the chemicals in them. And if you know anything, the United States does not regulate what they put in our products. There are tons of chemicals, from gasoline byproducts to animal byproducts that are diseased and euthanized and everything else that are thrown into our products. It's disgusting. And there's so many people out there wanting to raise money to save and cure cancer. And yet then they go home and they're throwing these chemicalized products on their body that are known to cause cancer. So I don't understand where people aren't seeing that connection. It's common sense. So I started using Arbonne, and they were natural, because I started using, before Arbonne, I should say, I started using something from like a co-op that was natural. And they were okay. I was like, I guess if you use natural, they didn't seem to work as well. So when I started using Arbonne, they met my criteria of being clean, vegan, no harmful toxins. And the more I used them, I'm like, these products are amazing. They work. My skin feels so good. My hair looks so good. It was just like having a spa day every day. So you're buying these products from somewhere. I want to support a company that makes products that are healthy for our bodies, and they're healthy for the environment. That's huge. If you want to clean up the environment and pollution, clean up the crap in our products. It's destroying us, and it's destroying our environment. So support something like that. Number two, you're buying these products anyway, why not shop from your own store? That's what's so amazing for Arbonne, especially if you're full-time employed. You need a tax shelter. Arbonne is a great home-based business, and you should talk to your accountant about how a home-based business can benefit you. What's so amazing about Arbonne is there's no overhead. So you can open an account to be a consultant for $49 and buy all your products from Arbonne at a discount. And you can share it with other people if you like them. Use them, see if you like them, share your story. That's all it is. I share everything that I like with people, obviously, on this YouTube page. I've recommended Rich Dad Poor Dad, that book, to so many people. I'm not getting paid to say that. So why not use Arbonne, share it with other people, and get paid to share it? It's as simple as that. That's your home-based business. So it's practical in so many reasons. The other thing is, people don't understand how much not only do they need to get the chemicals off their skin, but out of their bodies. So we have a 30 days to healthy living program that gets all the toxins out of your body and shows you how to eat clean. That's an awesome blueprint. You need to have that. That's the key to health, is keeping your body clean from the inside out. So you get all the chemicals out, and then you can use them every once in a while. It's not like you have to permanently be that strict, but once you detox yourself, your body functions better. And then the few chemicals that it comes in contact with, whether it's from a meal or from the environment, it can handle it better. Your body heals itself all the time. It's just the overload of stuff that it comes in contact with is where it starts to break down. And so not only just the chemicals, but what about your mindset? So many people live in a lack attitude, in a fear attitude. They're not empowered. Arbonne empowers you to own your life. It empowers you to become your own leader, to make choices for yourself that are empowering, to get rid of all the fear in your mind that you're not good enough, that you're not enough. It just changes you on so many levels, just all the free training you get. And by actually doing the business and sharing this business with other people, it changes you. And I started growing as a person in bigger ways than when I was a chiropractor. I did all that healing work, shamanic healings, meditation, cleanses, all kinds of body work, which is all awesome. And I think that's one part of it, but it's only one level. If you want to take your bliss state to another level, start doing sacred commerce, which is what Arbonne is. It's sacred commerce, and it grows you to another level. You want to start living really in a bliss state in your life? This business takes you there, because now you have the free time to live your dreams, whatever that looks like. You have the free time to spend with who you want to spend it with. You have the money to start living the way you want, to give to charities, to start an organization, to start your boutique, to house whatever goods you want. I mean, whatever you want, to travel around the world. It's a virtual business. You can take it anywhere. It's so empowering. That's the whole thing. Arbonne is just a vehicle to live your dreams. It's so simple. And people make it out to be more than it is. So, and I hear a lot of people say, oh, I want to start a charity, or I want to do more for people. I want to help the poor people. I'm like, you know what happens? Unless people change themselves from inside, you're not really helping them. So you can go and give, an amount of money to help someone get off on their feet again. And guess what happens? They end up being in the same situation that you helped them out of, because they didn't change their mindset. They didn't learn new skills to better themselves. A lot of these programs too that help people get on their feet puts them right back in the rat race, which causes the stress in the first place. So it's not really empowering people to live a better life. I kind of get why people drop out of society, because it sucks. It sucks what you're being shown, having not enough time, not enough money, not enough freedom to live your dream. We're so limited for what we're shown. So this is just a vehicle to really empower people. It lifts people up. I always think if I had millions of dollars, I think, oh, I would want to help people. But if you just give someone money, I always think, unless they have the skills to know what to do with it, you're not helping them. It's just like the people who win the lottery, and then they go back to they were broke before, and then they go back to being broke again, because no one taught them financial skills. And it's not just, like I said, it's not balancing your checkbook. It's not learning to save. That's only one part of it. It's learning to create cash flow and building assets. And what's so cool about Arbonne, so not only is it, my eyes, it's the greatest charity ever, because this vehicle can change someone's life. And it's authentic, because they won't find success with Arbonne until they change themselves from the inside out. That's why everybody grows at, or reaches different levels in our company at different times, because it's a personal journey. You got to do the work on yourself. That's what gets you there, which is the most exciting part. It's the most empowering part, and I think it's overlooked. And you're also building a legacy for your family. So if you have children, these income that you create with Arbonne is willable. So can you imagine if you're gone and you create $100,000 a month, a check coming in, that money goes to your kids, or to an organization that you want to support, or to anyone that you will it to. What other business does that? When I look for different streams of income, you can have rental income. It's so exhausting to keep track of all your tenants and the properties, or your management company or whatever else. It's so management intensive, cash intensive. Stocks, that's a whole nother, you want to sit and study Warren Buffett for a while and all that he does and all these different companies. That's very time consuming too, and it's still a gamble. And you could get an idea and take it to the marketplace, and it costs, the minimum. I looked into it for my son because he had an idea. It was at least $10,000 just to get the thing made and maybe find someone to look at it. So this business of Arbonne is so simple. it's almost probably too simple that I think people just don't get it. So that is all the reasons, and there's probably things I forgot, all the reasons that I do Arbonne. So if you want more information, or if you want to see the business side of it or learn more about it, please leave me a message, and like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this, and stay tuned for more. Thank you.